My dear viewers, a warm greetings from Insurance Institute of India. I am Sri S.N. Satpathy, Secretary General, Insurance Institute of India. This institute is engaged in providing education and training in insurance field for more than 6 decades since its establishment in 1955. Friends, you might be knowing earlier Institute had conducted a series of programs, video series named Inse. There are 25 series conducted, and there was a program conducted as a milestone comprising of 5 video series where we have dealt with the different and important turning points in the insurance industry in those times. Through this, we are going to launch a new video series named as Vima, Vikas, Vartalap. Through this new video series, Vima, Vikas, Vartalap, we have attempted to connect the viewers with the leaders of the industry who would be sharing their thoughts and experiences in the present context of development in the insurance sector. Vima Vikas Vartalap is closely aligned with the regulatory vision of IRDAI towards its journey to achieve of Insured India by 2047, as it intends to cover all Indians under any insurance cover of both life, property, business, all type of insurance to all the insurance eligible persons and entities by 2047, with the focused and reformative steps that will be initiated by IRDAI to strengthen the most important and essential pillars of insurance domain, that is the distribution channel, the insurance companies as well as the policyholders. There has been a consistent and focused approach to innovate new products of insurance, developing more channels of distributions, as well as application of advanced technology to bring about desired development of the insurance sector in the country. I am happy to formally inaugurate the new video series, Vima Vikas Vartalap, and I'm sure you will enjoy watching these interviews of some of the visionary leaders of the insurance industry. I would request my colleague, Sri Arun Kumar Bhatia, the Faculty of College of Insurance and in III at Mumbai, to begin this first interview of Vima Vikas Vartalap series from today onwards. So viewers, thank you all and wish you all the very best.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of one-to-one interaction program with the insurance with the industry stalwarts. Today we have with us Mr. Sharad Mathur, who is the MD and CEO of Universal Sompo General Insurance Company. Before beginning the session, I take this opportunity to welcome you, sir, on this session, and we are very happy to have you with us as our esteemed guest. And before going further and starting the session today, I would like to give a small introduction about you, sir, with your permission.
Sure, thank you.
Mr. Sharad has 27 years of experience primarily in the general insurance industry. He is presently associated with Universal Sompo General Insurance Company as Managing Director and CEO. Previously, he was employed with one of the large-sized private general insurance company, in the various roles since its inception in the year 2009 and finally as head distribution till July 2019. He also had a specific stint in new general insurance project, developing company structure, shareholding pattern, and long-term business strategy for the proposed venture. Earlier, he was employed with the top general insurance company in the private sector since its inception in the year 2001 in various regional and national leadership roles. In the past, he has also worked with large manufacturing organizations, including MRF, Bharat Shell, and Reliance Retail. Mr. Sharad holds a bachelor's degree in from Delhi College of Art and Commerce, University of Delhi. He completed his postgraduate program in management. He completed leadership programs from Indian School of Business and Harvard. He has been a keynote speaker and a panelist in international insurance summits held in parts of Asia, South Africa, and Europe. He has been conferred with various awards, including 50 Most Talented Retail Professionals of India by CMO Asia and by 50 Most Influential Digital Media Professionals by World Marketing Congress. He is a fellow member of Institute of Directors. Sir, welcome to the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arun.
So I begin with the first session. Sir, how do you see the IRDA revamping insurance environment in India?
So we are seeing that IRDA is playing a great role of a developer more at the moment. And as whole industry has been witnessing sincere efforts that are being made by IRDI towards making insurance environment very encouraging, very favorable for all stakeholders and also for potential stakeholders. So, and this is all being done with an objective to ensure availability, accessibility, and affordability of insurance for each citizen and business. So, which, you know, makes it very comprehensive efforts, a comprehensive effort by the regulator. So we have seen that first set of reforms were concentrating on enabling product launches, increasing distribution channels, and effective management of expenses, besides flexibility in capital raising or increasing insurance accessibility, and also easing the whole process of setting up new entities. So it is very progressing and very encouraging for all stakeholders at present and future stakeholders. So very, very well comprehensively being carried out this developmental agenda.
Nice, very nice, sir. And as my next question, sir, is regarding the insurance of vehicles. Actually, if we go through the IIB and Vahan data, we find that 53% of the vehicles on road are uninsured, in spite of insurance being mandatory by law. What could be the innovative and tough measures that should be considered to cover these uninsured vehicles by all stakeholders collectively?
So besides increasing distribution reach, having well integrated network reaching to the last mile through or leveraging digital mediums, I think that there is a need to leverage FASTag and Vahan ecosystem to identify uninsured vehicles and impose intense toll charges. So because if you see, motor insurance is mandatory by law, and in spite of that, over 50% vehicles are uninsured still. So this FASTag and Vahan could play a pivotal role in identification of such vehicles and rapidly, and imposing toll charges would make it easy for vehicle owners as well as for service providers to make sure that uninsured vehicles at least have mandatory third-party insurance. Then I also think that integrating, as we are eagerly awaiting and working hard on entire industry to actualize Bima Sugam platform. So integrating Bima Sugam platform with Vahan for covering such identified and insured vehicles would also be a decisive factor. And making insurance mandatory to obtain PUC has been a traditional request since quite some time. Also, I believe all oil marketing firms, if can be recognized as approved distribution channel, so that also would help a lot, because every vehicle has to reach to oil marketers, and that's the best point besides all distribution types of channels that we have to insure motor insurance. And also fuel cess on identified uninsured vehicles and proceeds of which can go to the Solitium fund are some of the few things which would remain very unique to the existing efforts and existing set of distribution channels to reach out to the last mile.
Sure, these ideas would be going to the authorities and they will definitely take action on what your views are. So, sir, my next question would be, see, this is based on Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023. So what do you recall about world's biggest data breaches and what is the scope of the new law that is coming into picture, sir?
I can recall sometime in March 21, some over 500 million records were lost from one of the leading social media platforms. And everything, including names, phone numbers, email IDs, locations, even biographical information of these 500 million users from, I think, over 100 countries have been scrapped, and due to vulnerability which was patched in about 2 years before that, I think in 2019. So this is one of the biggest breaches, and it was one of the leading social media handles. So this is a real worrisome. And I believe with Digital Personal Data Protection Act, which is apt and coming in at right time, will going to make a big difference, will increase awareness, will increase responsibility, and will set accountability at right points. So, and because customer data is very, very crucial, and it's all about privacy. We can't just let any customer related information exposed to such breaches. So this the act, the scope of the act, as I remember, defines personal data as any information that can be directly or indirectly identify an individual. So it encompasses the processing of personal data in digital format, and I think it's within India, and digitized non-digital data. So two different things. Additionally, the Act applies to the processing of digital personal data beyond India if it pertains to offering goods and services to data principals within the country. So the Act does not cover personal data processed by individuals for personal or domestic purposes or publicly available data. So in a nutshell, this makes it very comprehensive. The scope of the Act becomes very comprehensive, and although all entities which are having access to customer data are serious and responsible, but it sets accountability and enhances responsibility, which would make these entities to be even more careful and more clear in terms of enhancing social security net, so that data remains very well protected, and it's very well scoped act. So we think this will going to help all of us in a big way, because we all of us have our data in some or the other form, in some or the other social media, or in various other public domain and platforms.
Regarding the servicing in insurance industry, how do the insurers seek benefit by using AI and ML, which is the in trend now?
So these are contemporary technologies. AI and ML algorithms contain clever programming, and that helps to detect suspicious transactions, which is very fundamental in insurance. They also support discovering specific claim patterns at random or on large scale. So all these things bring down turnaround times for insurers to service claims and policyholders across India. And this is what is needed. Uh, Best TATs and the scope of fraudulent outages, if can be curbed, would help insurers to genuinely serve policyholders. which is, claim settlement, so to say, is moment of truth, because insurance servicing is comprising of policy issuance, policy document, and largely claim settlement. If that can happen in time, that can happen amicably from the commercial perspective and expectations of the claimants, that will remain fundamental. So AI and ML play again a very basic and strong role in actualizing this. Then there are image-based damage analysis that can be done for assessing estimate, that again brings accuracy and best turnaround times to the whole claim settlement process. So that again can be largely aided by AI and ML usage. AI-based potential fraud alerts can be triggered based on supply chain provider history. It could be city-wise and various other such parameters. So there are other things like intelligent and optical character recognition, which is very useful when just to cite an example, when doctor writes prescription. So there is, a scope of not being comprehended well by loss adjusters, by insurers. So AI and machine learning can bring smoothness there, and even optical or even non-optical character can be easily recognized, which again compresses turnaround time and brings accuracy, which again is upheld by technologies like AI and ML. And relating to policy, we are seeing that entire insurance ecosystem, insurers, even regulator, we are encouraging storage of policy in DigiLocker app and even app-based renewals. So more and more automation with AI ML brings accuracy and best turnaround times.
And I would like to now go for a personal question, more on the personal line, sir. You are known as a people's person all along. Can you share with the insurance industry and our members how this skill has been acquired and how it has helped you to grow as a person and how it has translated into the growth of your organization where you have worked? So can you give us more in specific instances for the benefit of you, sir?
People's person, if you ask my individual view, my personal view, I see that uh, trust again remains at the bottom of relationship building. We see that most of us, we build relationship with our peers, with people who are on the lower levels in the hierarchy, or seniors, or all stakeholders. Trust is what connects deeply, goes a long way, and has no parallel. So trust and then transparency. So whether you like your peer, your colleague, or you dislike, and there is no personal liking, disliking. It's always related to work related assignment as a group we are working on. So if there is difference of opinion, so we need to be very regardful, we need to be very transparent, because we can be regardful only if there is transparency. So I believe in very transparently sharing my opinion with people with whom I'm working, could be in my company, could be my industry colleagues, could be anyone in entire insurance ecosystem, my seniors all through. So this trust, transparency regarding views of each one. So all these things help cutting corporate politicking sort of a thing, which we witness in corporates and across the globe, not only in India. So that gets chopped if one is imbibing and practicing such traits and value systems while working in a group, working with people. So these things have been helping me a lot all through when I was at a starting point in my career, middle management, and as I grew in my career. So I continued sticking to these basic principles and value systems. And I have seen that the team I have been part of, irrespective of my hierarchy, uh, it was very easy for me to deliver, to carry out my assignments. I could enable my group, including seniors and my peers, to place their trust in me. Likewise, I never had any trust deficit kind of an issue working with anyone in my current organization also. So that keeps me going, and that I believe keeps organizations going, any organization for that matter, insurance, non-insurance. So these are some of the basic things. Only thing is how um, um, nicely, effectively we can practice these traits, these value systems. So all depends on that. Otherwise, they remain limited to PowerPoint slides.
Well, sir, thank you very much, Mr. Sharad, for taking time out of your very busy schedule today and sharing your wonderful, valuable views. And I thank you very much on behalf of the Insurance Institute of India for this wonderful opportunity given to us. And we look forward to, sir, meeting you once again on some other topics for the benefit of our audience. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Arun, and my best wishes to you and Insurance Institute of India. So continue creating even more robust knowledge management frameworks. In my organization, we value lots of sessions which are being attended by our colleagues all through. We keep sharing internally. So we extend knowledge management, which is being acquired in such sessions being provided by III in my organization. So grateful to the entire fraternity at III. Convey my regards to the whole knowledge management team of your setup. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.